What is happening? And if you didn't know yet, Brendan Rodgers is back at Celtic Park, and I'm pretty excited about it. Alongside his backroom staff, I think this could possibly be better than Ange Postecoglou's side, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Firstly, we desperately need a new starting 11 goalkeeper. I love Joe Hart, he's been great for us, but now it is time for the change. So we went ahead and picked up this young lad for a fee of £5.4 million. Philip Jorgensen is his name. He's going to be the new man between the sticks for us this season, and hopefully can come up trumps. However, only time will tell, as he has been thrown into the first game of the season against Livingston. It's a huge game for the lad, and hopefully he can really help us on this title run to push to beat Rangers. So he's a new addition to the team, as well as this guy here, Phillips as well. He joins for a season-long loan from Liverpool. Hopefully he's just as good. Things start off pretty well for Celtic. The usual passing play comes in handy, but Maeda cuts on the inside and with a powerful strike hits that into the top right hand corner. There is no saving that, and within 33 minutes Celtic are already up 1 goal to the good. And Celtic again with the passing play. This time it falls to Callum McGregor. He shoots and bang! Top left hand corner. Livingston just cannot seem to hang with the champions. Let's have another look at this one. Callum McGregor from outside the box shoots. And that is picture perfect from Callum McGregor. Again, later on in the stages of the game, brilliant intricate passing play. This time it falls to Maeda, and he makes it 3-0 to the champions, and that will be 3 points as well as Celtic Park erupts and the team celebrate in the corner. When Brendan Rodgers is in charge, the football is flowing. However, now we have much bigger things to contend with. It was never ever going to be that easy, and having a little look at our Champions League group, even in real life, I'm struggling to see how we get through this. Third place even then is a big ask. On FIFA, or should I say FC24, I think I could potentially get Europa League football, but we will see. Anyway, we're going to jump right into this game. So Lazio away from home, it's the opening game. It doesn't get much tougher than that. Hatate, he's really got to really step it up now in these European games, and hopefully he can do that for us today. So here we are, kicking off the Champions League campaign. Lazio have really started well in this game. The passing's been good from them, and Guendouzi shoots from distance and somehow finds the back of the net. That'll be 1-0 to them. Again, it's Guendouzi. His beautiful ball into the box towards the back post. It's chested down and laid on a plate to score to make that 2-0. And Celtic have just been hit by an absolute brick wall here. However, on the stroke of half-time, the ball is played into Callum McGregor. He spots Maeda in space, and he slots it past the goalkeeper to make it 2-1 on the stroke of half-time. Now, that is a huge lifeline, and what form so far Daizen Maeda has been in for Celtic. And now coming out in the second half, Greg Taylor plays that ball into Kyogo, but it's going to fall here to Abada, and he's on the back post of the follow-up. It's going to be 2-2. It's all square here in Rome, and Lazio do not know what has hit them. If only we could hold this lead, but it's Guendouzi again into Kamada. And that sinks the hearts of every Celtic fan in the stadium. That is just a poor goal to lose. Guendouzi, man of the match by far, orchestrated everything out there. But no points from the first opening game. Brendan Rodgers isn't entirely happy with his team either. However, we cannot dwell on past defeats as we have such a big game now at Celtic Park. The players need to be ready. I know the fans will be ready. And let's just hope we can get the result this time. And again, now here, against Feyenoord, the ball's going to come in, and it's going to be Kyogo! What a goal and what a start! It's late on in the game, but hopefully we have cinched the 3 points. And here come Feyenoord, intricate passing play, no, it is 1-1, there's nothing we could do about it. Now, if you thought this was over, you are far from wrong. Look at the press from Celtic. Brendan Rodgers has them in. He's implemented Postecoglou's style of play. Taylor to McGregor. Now look at this for a thing of beauty. Long shot into the back of the net. Celtic clinch all 3 points thanks to the skipper. Paradise again is just erupting, and Brendan Rodgers, he has to be happy with that. It's the first 3 points on match day 2. But now, what I think we've all been waiting for. The first Old Firm game of the season. It's Bale against Rodgers. Who's going to come out on top? I've got a funny feeling it's going to be us. And as per usual, the tackles are flying in. Kyogo there, and then Johnson in. What a crunching tackle that is. And lastly, Hatate, he's even getting in on the act on Lammers there. However, there is still football to be played, and Aurelio's going to get a chance outside the box. Brilliant shot, but what a save to keep it 0-0. But Celtic, as per usual, just continuing their dominating passing style of play. Maeda here into Abada, and I mean, he really should be scoring that. A brilliant chance, but we are going to get a corner kick, however, from that situation there. O'Reilly to take it. Now, a tense moment in the match, 5 minutes before half-time. Anything could happen. The ball comes in, and Maeda, he is at it again. I mean, what a start to the season he is having. What is that, like 5 goals he's scored so far? Already 5 goals. I mean, up against Rangers at half-time, that's 1-0, a goal to the good. At Ibrox as well, you can't ask for much better than that. And I mean, Bale, he's struggling with Brendan Rodgers' tactics. And I mean, Rangers do have their chances. A great save from Hart there, and they have another great chance here. I was kind of crapping myself here with Tavernier from the free kick, but fortunately he hits the post and it goes out of play. But I mean, Celtic, they just keep coming. They just keep coming. That ball comes into the box, and somehow, in some way, it's a penalty kick. I do not know how. It's at Ibrox. It's so unrealistic, but it is. Let's have a look at it. Yep, nothing in it for me. But regardless, I mean, we're going to take the penalty. Kyogi's going to step up to take it. Let's see if he can bury this home. He's going to step up, takes the shot, back of the net. That is going to be 2-0 at Ibrox. I mean, 58 minutes played. Who knows what the score can be at this point, but I am happy with the 2-0 regardless. Now, with Rangers beaten, battered and bruised, I mean, we have to look on now. We've got much bigger fish to fry, as the saying goes. And I mean, Matt O'Reilly, again, man of the match performance from him today. He was just unbelievable. But again, bigger fish to fry. Looking at the Champions League group, with only 2 games played, we're sitting dead last, but we're actually joint with everybody in the group, which is not too bad when you look at it that way. But I mean, this is the biggest test we've had yet, and I don't know if you've guessed it just with the player that have popped up on your screen, but we're playing Atletico Madrid away from home. Now, if I'm honest, I thought this was going to be a slaughtering, but we actually get a penalty here. Maeda runs the ball down the line, and the defender just goes flying in. That's a silly, silly challenge. I mean, it's very hard to argue with, but I mean, they still did argue. And I'm surprised they didn't get a booking, to be honest, but that's the second penalty of the episode. We're going to step up with Kyoga again, and this time he puts it top right-hand corner, and we're up at the Metropolitano, 1-0 in the Champions League. However, and I know I say however a lot, but it's because it's true, it is very short-lived. Lamar, the man we saw on the screen before, makes it 1-1 with a beautiful goal. Now I know, it's my fault. I had high hopes for the game, but I mean, Madrid are on the attack again down the left-hand side. Griezmann to Correa, and that's going to be 2-1. I mean, they've got to kick you when you're down. From 1-0 up to 2-1 down, it's a very, very bitter pill to swallow. But I mean, at this level, you're just going to have to swallow it, and it's just not meant to be. Now let's have a little look at the Group E of the Champions League. I mean, 3rd place, it's not too bad. I know that it's only 3 points, but with Feyenoord also in the running to be dumped into the conference, I'm fancying our chances here for Europa League. I mean, it's obviously impossible to get past the last 16 now, but I do think it's still possible. Now, this is the game that we have been waiting for. Celtic versus Madrid at Celtic Park. This is a huge game for our European hopes after Christmas. I mean, who knows, Feyenoord might pick up the win against Lazio, you never know. So it's maximum points here, I'm afraid. Hatate coming up against the likes of Griezmann, Lamar, Correa. It's going to be tough, but do we learn our lesson from the Metropolitano? Who knows? And shock, Madrid are at it again. I mean, this shot was so close. Felt pretty lucky there, but I mean, it's just a taste for what's to come. I mean, again, Celtic are skating on some thin ice, but thankfully Jorgensen pulls out a big boy save to keep it 0-0. But it's not too bad. I mean, the press is still on. We're trying to press them as much as we can, but unfortunately for us, the quality is really shining through here as this counter-attack flows freely with Lamar to Griezmann. Griezmann's now through in on goal. He's going to take that shot, and Jorgensen again with the save. And he's only at it again, the slip-through pass to Griezmann, and what a save! Although we cannot rely on Jorgensen forever, and again, Lamar just takes it past Carter Vickers like he's not even there. He does make the initial save, but unfortunately the ball's in the back of the net, and you can just see what that means to the captain, Callum McGregor. I mean, at half-time, it's just 1-0 down at Celtic Park. You're really, really struggling. We've got a mountain to climb to get any points here. And just even looking at the game, I'm desperately trying to figure out a tactic to find my way back into this game. And for the most part, the tactics are actually starting to work. A good spray of the pass there from Callum McGregor. Looking for that little 1-2. Abada's on the ball again. Tries to get that ball into the box. It's going to fall to Kyogo. And somehow, what a beautiful header. He's knocked that past Oblak. And, I mean, I don't know about the celebration, but we are back in this game. Let's have a little look at this again. Abada down the wing, takes his time, picks his pass. Kyogo's there. Look at the leap. It's a salmon. It is Larson. I don't even know what to tell you. We're back in it. And I got excited far too quickly. I mean, when he scored this, I just dropped my controller. And it reminds me of when you're at Celtic Park and you're on the verge of a monumental upset and the team just go up ahead and score a world-class goal. I mean, look at this. Jorgensen almost gets to it, but in off the post. There's no stopping it. And yeah, we go ahead and we get beat with one game left against Feyenoord. Who knows what can happen. But that will be it for this episode. If you're a Celtic fan or if you do like these kind of videos, give it a like, subscribe, comment on what I can do more. But thanks anyway guys. See ya.